Hey, you guys, welcome back or welcome to the Ultra Life podcast. I'm so excited to be here with you guys. Thank you so much for listening. And if you don't know, this podcast is a space for you guys to live your ultra life, not just a good, average, okay life, but your best life, your ultra life. And how we do that here is that means that you can be and get in the best shape of your life. Yes, even over 30 with your full AF lives, meaning you're a parent, a small business owner, a professional, an entrepreneur, an athlete, whatever it is that is all on your plate, you can still get in the best shape of your life, whatever that means to you, and have health and fitness goals and have the time for that while also living your best life, like going after the big dreams and goals that you have. We believe here that you can have both. This is a space where you can actually have it all. Okay. So just want to put that out there. If that sounds like your cup of tea, welcome. And so happy to have you here. We are going to give tips and tricks every single week. You're going to get those from me, as well as guest interviews from people that are doing it too. Okay. And to help you live that best life, right? Okay. Let's dive in. So today's episode is really inspired by it being April 1st. So it is a start of a new month. Okay. And it is actually a Monday today. So that's such a beautiful thing. I love a good Monday. And then it's also the start to a new quarter. So quarter one for me is January, February, March. And for a lot of people, it is. And then Q2 is here, April, May, June. And just real quick side note, when thinking about setting goals, the reason this even matters and I'm mentioning it is because when I set a year goal or even 3-year goals, then from that, you want to break it down and you want to break it down into quarters. So, what are you going to do each quarter to hit that year goal? And then, what are you going to do within that month or those 3 months of that quarter? What are you going to do monthly? What are you going to do weekly? To what are you going to do daily? Right? We don't just say, oh, a year from now, this is the goal I want to achieve and just kind of like sit back, or like work on it 3 months later. No, you want to be working on it today and every day moving forward to hit that year goal, right? And that's a really great way to track and keep seeing your progress along the way, as well as evaluating your progress, right? So I've evaluated my Q1, like what kind of action I took, where am I at with my goals, so that now that I'm moving into this beautiful new month, new quarter, I am like, okay, yes, I've been putting sticks and gas and logs, like I've been putting in the work to be able to create this beautiful furnace of a fire to now really go forward into this next quarter for me. And I want to offer, wherever you're at, if you are like quite literally just starting your goal, or you have started your goals and now it's time to evaluate so that you can move forward with this beautiful fire and like momentum. So this is what I want to offer for you guys today is, and also is basically to set a 1-year goal from today. Or if you've already set that goal, for this year from January to December, great. Okay, then let's hit the ground running for these next 9 months. We have 75% of the year left. So if you already had a goal you set from January 1 to December, amazing. You have 75% of this year left. Maybe that was really, you needed to hear that. Okay. Your year is not over. Your goal is not done. And like, oh, well, I didn't do it again yet. Okay. No, this is a beautiful time to really take a step back and evaluate or start now. Okay. So, what I want to offer with starting now or with your evaluation, heck, even if you are crushing it and you were like, yeah, I'm actually getting after my goal pretty damn good. Amazing. Let's go then. Let's keep that fire burning and keep getting those results or more, right? So, whatever stage of the goal you're at in your spectrum, if you were like, oh, I did not even set any goals and I'm feeling ready to set a goal, great. You can start now. Okay. Or you've set goals and you haven't, you need to evaluate and you're not quite hitting them. You're kind of in messy action land that first quarter of the year. Great. Now you're going to also reset from that space to still hit your goals for the year. Or you are achieving your goals. You are actually doing really well. And now it's just time to put some fuel on that fire and fucking like go, right? So wherever you're at, you can use this. Okay. And what I want to offer really specifically for this beautiful time and space is I heard this concept from this wonderful manifestation coach that I've been following and listening to. And I'm just generally writing goals, right, overall, and had some changes in goals that I made. So when I was thinking about my 1 year goals from here on out, from this 1 year from today, from this April of 2024 to April 2025. And that was this idea called the 1 year experiment. So if you were to, and what that means, what that is if you were to suspend all disbelief that whatever the goal is that you want to achieve in the year, and again, if this means like the end of December 2024, that's fine too, right? But 1 year from now, that your goal that you want is like done. It's inevitable. It is a fact. A year from now, you've achieved that goal or goals. What if you were to suspend all disbelief, that you suspended any doubt in yourself, that you quite literally started today, from now for 1 year, to believe 110% that this goal is done? Like you start acting like that today. So if you are 50 pounds lighter and you have gained and gained 10 pounds of muscle, and like you are doing, I don't know, 20 push-ups or bench press or whatever it is, or running a marathon, like whatever it is your health goal is, that you have that. Like if you were to truly, 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 truly suspend the doubt, suspend the disbelief that stops us from doing the workouts or making the healthy choices, right? Or there's a lot of different things that cause that, our feelings even. But I'm telling you, if you were to just give yourself an entire year where you said, you know what? F it. What do I have to lose? If for an entire year, the 1 year experiment, you decided to go all in, you decided that your goal was just, you've got it. You are there. There is no, well, it'll miss me. I can't do it. There's no way that'll happen. All of those BS thoughts that just have us staying in the same place, doing the same thing with the same results. I'm saying, what if those were just gone? What if you just did not entertain them? When those thoughts came to you to be like, well, you can't do this. Well, you're not good enough. You've tried all the things, Samantha. You've done it all. There's nothing that will work for you, or that's for them. That's not for you. Whatever those little chitter chatter thoughts are in your head, or I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy of it, whatever it is, that what if you said, no, you're not going to let those into your field of vision, into your thoughts. And if you do, you're going to find a way to navigate, to get right back on your path of believing, of supporting yourself 100% as if that goal is yours. Like if God were to show you the future and it's a year from now, you quite literally, you can see you in that body in your life. It's there. It's yours. But your job to get that is you have to believe right now, today, for the rest of this year. You can't be like, oh, well, I'll never get that and just sit back on the couch. No, you have to believe that it's yours. And if it was, what would you do? What would you do if you believed that you could get in the best shape of your life over this next year? What would you do? Would you sign up for the race already? Would you start to go to the group runs? Would you buy yourself new running shoes? Would you get out there today and go on a walk to get started to be able to run that marathon a year from now? What would you do today and every day for the next year if you played this 1 year experiment that, like, the goal that you want or goals, they're absolutely inevitable, they are yours. What are all the things that you would do over this next year to create that? Knowing, and believing 100% that it was yours, right? I just would really encourage, because I'm doing this for myself for this year experiment, and I'm all in on it. I'm super excited. So, what would you, and I've already been doing some of the things, but there's some thoughts that are still sneaky for me, right? Just like all of us have them. So, what would that look like for you? Just, I would really encourage you to journal on this, to think on this, to take that next step today on this, or take your next weekend, that next time you have. And even if it's not today, you actually start your 1 year experiment. Maybe it's, I don't know, a month from now. But really start to explore and be curious. Like, if it really was possible, what would you do right now today to start taking action as that version of yourself? And I really just, the idea of suspending excuse me, of suspending the disbelief and the doubt, because that's what stops most of us, right? It's not that we don't have a plan. It's not that we don't know what to eat, right? Or we don't know what workouts to do. Yeah, come on. It's 2024. I could probably Google right now while I'm recording this. Ooh, excuse me. I could probably Google, right? We can all find the person and the actual like diet to do. Although I have to say, my guidelines and plans, I think, are the best, truly. So it's out there. The information is out there. It's our thoughts. It's our disbelief in in ourselves that has us then shrinking and playing small and saying, ah, well, I could never get that. So I'll just sit on the couch. And why would I do that anyway? Why would I keep eating healthy for another 3 months when I've been eating healthy already, Samantha, and nothing's happening? Ah, you are not believing. You've stopped believing that if you keep doing these things, it will get you a result. Okay. So just play in this space, play in that land. I would really encourage you to. And of course, this is what coaching containers are for, is for you to play in that space. And then you can bring whatever you have to the table to get coached on, to be like, okay, I hear you and I want to do this. I want to play this game, the 1 year experiment, but I don't know how the heck I'm going to like suspend my disbelief, Samantha. I don't know how I'm going to, I need tools to be able to keep going when I doubt myself or when I feel like it's not working. I need somebody to tell me it is working and to show me other tools to keep working. Okay, that is what coaching comes in, right? So if you're finding yourself get to that space, you're like, okay, I hear you, I'm in, I want this. I want to do this fun 1 year experiment and see what the heck can happen with my life. And I need support. Amazing. That's what I'm here for. One-on-one or group coaching. Okay. So y'all just have some fun. Have some fun with that and see where that takes you. Okay. I would love to hear from you what comes from this. So please DM me at Samantha's Real Life on Instagram or reach out to me however you connect and find me. I want to hear what comes up for you, what your goals are, or what you decide and declare to do. And keep me posted. If it's 3 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, I want to hear what comes up for you or what you've accomplished. Okay. And I'll be sure to keep you guys posted too for my year experiment. And the last thing I just want to offer here before we go is the woman that I heard this from. She had incredible results for her 1 year experiment. And I'm happy to link that show and her in the show notes too. If y'all want, just let me know. But basically, she went from $10,000 a year to $600,000 in a year. She was working full time and had started her business. So that was the dramatic results she got from going all in and believing in herself for an entire year. Okay. And the second part that you want to hear on that is that nothing really significant changed for the first 6 months. 6 months, y'all. Okay. This woman still believed after the third week of not seeing any grandiose results, after 2 months, after 3 months, after 6 months of basically like zero, like nothing immediate had changed. No, there wasn't 600K in 6 months. There wasn't this massive change in where she was living. She's still at her day job, right? So what are you willing? And this is so important because when we think about, that's why I'm saying a year, is to give yourself that time, because y'all, we've been quitting too early when we're like, oh, I've been doing the things for 3 weeks. Where are my results, Samantha? Or where are my results? I've been working out and eating healthy for 3 months. Ha, I deserve to have X results. Or I've been doing this for 6 months and you know what? God, it's just not worth it anymore. Well, when you get to decide, like, okay, fine. If it's not worth it, keep living your life the way you're living. Like, if that's the way you want to be, that's fine, right? Or you could keep going. You could keep believing. You could keep evaluating until you figure it out. And I promise you, if you keep going, you will figure it out. Okay? Trust me. It's building to get there, right? So, and I don't want to go down any rabbit holes from that, but I just really want to share that with you guys, that bit of her story, because too many times, we all have done it where we just give up too soon, right? Where you quit because you're not seeing the results, and there is work being done. So when you think about your 1-year experiment, give yourself the full year, okay? Whatever it is you decide. And if you want support and help to reach that goal, to make it quite literally inevitable, then also DM me and let me know how I can help you, and we'll go from there. Okay, you guys, I hope this was a super fun, inspiring, and pulling the energy out of you episode to really go into this next month, this next quarter, this next year, creating the life you love, creating that dream life, creating that ultra life. Okay, you guys, we'll see you again soon.